Good evening, everybody. Joe Martin Melody here. Hope you're doing well. Just enjoying dinner right now. I'm just going to an African restaurant, and they've served me up this nice dish from Ghana called like katakwan. Well, I hate to say peanut soup. And also, I paid a bit extra to get some food, which is like really doughy bread, so it goes well with the soup, just like that. Unfortunately, I had no idea it had meat in it. So like literally, this meat has been soaking here, but I'm not going to eat it because I'm a vegetarian. But then again, I'm not a hardcore vegan like other friends of mine. So anyway, today is the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes night, typical. But on this day 4 years ago, it was quite a symbolic day. It was the day I left the UK after 11 months. So to backtrack a bit, in the previous 11 months, I had arrived back in London after my trip from Vladivostok overland. I moved back to Birmingham. I got my first job in the United Kingdom, working at Aston Villa Football Club, serving food there. I dealt with a lot of xenophobia in Birmingham. I got punched out after seeing Dream Theatre, which made me leave Birmingham that day. But then it took me a bit of courage to move to London. So, I moved to London, I got my job, but then I told myself that I've got to get out of London every now and then, like every 3 months, otherwise I'm going to get like so bored and stiff and my life's going to be quite bad. So I bought a cheap flight to Caucasus in Georgia, and I flew there on this day. So I landed in Georgia. I had 2 days to look around Caucasus and Tbilisi, and then after a decent 36 hours in Georgia, I flew to Kazakhstan, Central Asia, where I stayed there for a whole week, and that's where I went to Almaty, and I also went to Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. So I paid about 200 quid for a return flight between Tbilisi and Almaty. I've got a lot of positive things in Kyrgyzstan. For this really nice country. Kazakhstan's pretty okay, but I nearly got shaken down for a bribe for leaving the country. I'm like, for what? I didn't do anything wrong. I came in with a visa. I've only been here for 2 days, and you want to ask me $50 just to leave your country when I've already been stamped out? He's got to be worried about that when you're crossing the Kazakhstan-Kyrgyzstan on this bridge. And worst of all, the bus left me behind because I was caught up with the whole border processing thing, and I had to get a taxi into Bishkek. Now, the icing on the cake for that holiday was going to Armenia for 48 hours, to Yerevan. And that's a country I fell in love with. That's a country I really wanted to visit for many years, and that's a country that's really close to my heart. So even though I've only spent 2 days in Armenia, I really want to go back there as soon as possible, as soon as I can, and even one day I want to be there on the Armenian Genocide Memorial Day, which is the 24th of April. I never forget that because Anzac Day is the next day. So after my 2 days in Yerevan, I went back to Georgia, and I flew back home to London. And so I'd reached my 60th nation before my 32nd birthday, and so I said, this is a goal. I want to get to 100 countries. And by the end of 2018, you wouldn't believe it, I went from 62 to 80 all in 1 year. So, as I'm going to enjoy this peanut soup from Ghana, which will remind me of some good food that I'm going to enjoy along the way in West Africa in the coming weeks. I do hope I can get back to Ghana next year, even though last year I was supposed to go, but COVID happened, and I got my passport stuck at their embassy for 3 months and 100 quid down the drain. But the exciting thing was, Tap Portugal, they've given me a free flight to West Africa with all the credits. So cheers, Tap Portugal. Anyway, I'm Martin the Mellowhead. I'm over and out.